Hello, today we're going to do Fizzing Fall Art Science. We're going to talk a little bit about the chemical reaction between baking soda and vinegar and how that releases carbon dioxide bubbles. And then we're going to make some fizzing fall decorations. So in your kit, you have some baking soda and 3 colored vinegars, a pipette for putting the vinegars on your art, a popsicle stick for stirring, you need a bowl of some kind, and you need some water from home, and scissors. You have some already cut out shapes that I sent in the envelope, and your paper full of shapes to cut out. And on your handout that came home, there is a much more complicated description of the baking soda and vinegar chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is where 2 different substances come together, and then after they come together, they make totally different chemical substances. So in the baking soda and vinegar reaction, you get afterwards carbon dioxide, the bubbles, and you get water. And then you also get a chemical called sodium acetate, and that stays suspended in the water when you're done. So you are going to cut out your shapes as the first step. Remember, as you're cutting, to keep your thumb on top and your scissors pointed away from your body at all times. And don't turn your scissors, you want to turn the paper as you go. Keep those scissors pointed away from you and your thumb on top, and you'll get the best results. And if you have a tricky spot, sometimes you can just cut straight off the side of the paper and then come back and work that tricky spot, like around the stem and leaf of the apple. I used my cutting machine at work to cut out the ones I sent home, and it does a much better job with the tricky stems, but boy, they were even hard to get off the cutting machine without breaking them, so I changed the shape for sending home. So then you're going to cut out all of your shapes. So now you have all 3 of your shapes cut out. Make sure you have some kind of protection down on your table. The combination of the vinegar and the baking soda can damage the surface of a table, particularly if it's a finished wood table. So in your bowl, you're going to add your baking soda. And then you want to just use this as your measure, and you want about half the container of water to make a paste with your baking soda. So you're going to stir and stir the baking soda and water. And you want to make sure that it's thick enough it's going to stay on your stick, but thin enough that you're going to be able to spread it onto your paper without ripping your paper. So you might need a little tiny bit more water. And then once you have it all mixed up, you're going to scoop some out. I should come onto my paper more. And you're going to spread it onto your paper shapes. And you just want to do one at a time. So you get it all nice and gooped up. And then, this is the fun part, you're going to use your pipette. And you use a pipette by putting the tip in your vinegar, squeezing the air out, and then waiting a moment while it sucks up the vinegar. And you want to just have a little in there. And then you're going to drip it onto your paper. And you hear that sizzling sound? That's the carbon dioxide being released. If you want, you can rinse your pipette so you don't mix your colors. Come in with a little green. And you can overlap colors and you'll get a little color mixing going on your paper. A little yellow. Some more red. A little more green. And you can keep doing this until it stops sizzling. They'll be really wet. You're gonna wanna just let them be to dry. When it's dry, you'll have a pretty watercolor painted leaf, pumpkin, apple that you can hang up at home. So I hope you had fun with this. I hope you enjoyed your chemical reaction. I know that the baking soda vinegar reaction is one of my favorites. Have a great day.